recorder on. So go ahead and get in there. This is a vocabulary pretest. I can tell you that this assignments in week 9 have a little bit of math, but most of it is trying to identify the 8 types of energy. Okay, so the 8 types of energy, closed systems, open systems. So if you will get in there and take a look there. Hey, Abriana, good to see you. Alyssa, Anella, hey, George. Good to see you guys. All right. And the bonus assignments are, we want to try to get those done by Thursday, the 21st as well, which is Thursday. Yep, Thursday, because that's the bonus for this marking period. So bonus 1 doesn't count after this marking period. We will start counting again. Bonus 2 will start next when we get back from spring break. Just to let you guys know, there's a lot. Thanks, guys, for getting in. Got a couple people got in there. Appreciate you. If you can take a look at the email I sent you on Friday, there is a giveaway of some gift cards. So you'll get, instead of the free assignment, we are giving a gift card away for your favorite fast food restaurant. Well, actually, it's Burger King, Wendy's, or McDonald's. That's not maybe one of your favorites, but you may not even like those. But I'll be giving away a $5 gift card for each class that signs up for Along. And Along is a communication platform that Odella gave us. You can get, maybe it'll be easier to communicate with you information once you sign up, so that it won't get stuck in your emails from everybody. So this is called Along. So if you can do that and respond to the email that I sent you on Friday, tells you how to do that. Okay. So if you haven't done it already, go ahead and get in there. We got 3 people. We have about 4 more minutes, and then we'll move on to the types of energy today. If you noticed from the dashboard, we also have week 9 in here. There are some things that you'll notice. Let me go back here. About week 9, there's only 1 bonus left. Okay, so for week 9, so if we go to modules here, we just kind of go over week 9 for you. So week 9, there we go, week 9. All right, you've got your text-to-speech notes from today. You've got the type of energy notes, the general notes there. You've got assignment 1, which is, like I said, mostly vocabulary, unlimited. You can do that over and over again. Some reading about microscopic scale of energy. Types of energy 2. On Wednesday, we have this wind day on Thursday. And remember, asynchronous day, because I have to put my grades in and comments. So it takes a while to get 260 people comments, right? And getting the grades up. So these are due this week. So this is included in the grade, will be included in the grade book. So this is due by Thursday, all these assignments, except for, I think the quiz is due on Friday, so that does not count in the calculations. All right, so we've got 4 people. We got about 2 more minutes. So if you can get into that link there, Dominique, good to see you. And let's see, hey, Jay and Keegan, and let's see, Madison, Rainey. Okay, everybody's in here. A couple more minutes left to go. Okay. Going to turn this off. All right, I'll give you 2 more minutes on the vocabulary test there, the pre-test. Remember, it's just bonus. You don't have to look up the Google. You don't have to Google the answers to that. Thank you for everybody that got into the post test last week. I'd say I had 88% of you guys had 8 out of 10, which is great. I really appreciate that. So you guys have been learning your vocabulary really well. Okay, so we're done with the pre-test. If you want to do the pre-test, it's still open. So, so energy, I can define energy. I can distinguish between the 8 different types of energy, which are thermal, radiant, electrical, chemical, mechanical, gravitational, sound, and nuclear. Okay, so that's what we're talking about today and tomorrow. Then we'll be doing some calculations for work and power. So a few more problems like force equals ma. So work is equal force times distance. We'll be doing those. All right, so let's see how you guys are feeling about your energy today. Let me do this. Let me turn this off a second. All right, yes or no here. Do you have any energy today? We got about 17 of you. Do you have any energy today? Anybody, did they wake you up in advisory? Oh, no. Isabella says no. Okay. Madison says no. Everybody's in the no. Serenity says no. Oh, no. All right. You guys did not get enough sleep. I'm not lazy. I have a lot of potential energy. Yeah, you guys have potential energy for sure. Excellent. All right. All right. So energy is the ability to do work. All right. So I've got some slides here to show some gifts and so forth. So I'm going to go back and forth on these. Let me go here. Okay, so energy, you guys mostly know not energy. So what is energy? Energy is ability to do work. So that is different than what we think of energy, right? We have energy drinks, right? We expend energy, we sweat and things like that. We work out, right? But you can see work is done when the force moves an object. So we have to use a force, something that's an unbalanced force, and it moves an object. All right. Science is only work to do work. Okay, so so let's get your poll here. It says when we move an object here. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So it says work is done when you move an object. So here is this. Yes or no? Did the gray person do any work pushing on the brick wall? Yes or no? All right, thank you, guys. It's kind of like if you were tired this morning. Yes or no? All right, so Kalani, thank you. Thank you. How about you, Roman, Rainey, Madison, Keegan? Yes or no? Jay, good morning, Jay. I can't see. Oh, okay, that's all right. Isabella, I can understand that. Yep. All right. So, um, so most of you guys are right because it said, if you look at our last slide here, it said, and work is done when a force moves an object. So you didn't move the brick wall, right? So that's the strange part about energy or work. Work has to have a force that moves an object. Right, so there are 8 different types of forms of energy. There's thermal, radiant, electrical, chemical, mechanical, gravitational, sound, and nuclear. Okay, so those are the 8 vocabulary words you're going to have. Plus we have closed systems and open systems. All right, what type of forms of energy are there? How many are there? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Was there 2, 4, 8, 14, or 20? All right, so there are several people that are saying different numbers here. So if we look back at what we've got here, we've got, oh, Eli, glad you made it. Good to see you. George, thanks for answering. All right, so you guys got it. Most of you guys got it. There are 8, right? So 8. in there. We just read them off. So what is gravitational energy? And again, this, you can use these slides. I've printed these slides out for you guys in text form as well. The energy stored in objects that attracted to other force. Remember, everything that has gravity, everything that has mass has gravity. So gravity is a attraction only force. And the more massive it is, the more gravitational energy we have. Now, my suggestion to you, if you're going to do the notes on these, write them down on some flashcards for you. Use them this week in week 9 tests. Post that in your offline tracker. So the example of gravitational energy is objects lifted off the ground above your head have gravitational energy. So if we hoist something up, or if you get onto a slide, we used to have some really great slides where a person's up here, they have gravitational energy, right? They're staying up there, but if they just let go of the ball, or if they slide down you will see that some movement happening. So remember, that's work being done. Also, if you're taking a crane and lifting things up. So gravitational energy, a lot of times they call this gravitational potential energy, because what happens if you don't let go of the ball, it stores it up. Again, we're looking at lots of ways of storing energy. And if you don't know this, they take water and they make these big water towers so that they store water in the water towers. They take the electricity when it's costs less. They pump the water up there, and then that's how your water gets to you, because it's in the water tower. There's a force of gravity pushing it in through the pipes. So you don't need a pump or anything like that. All right, so thermal energy. Let me show you some examples of thermal energy over here on my slides. So thermal energy, let's go back here. All right, so you can take the energy and you can measure the temperature. The temperature is just basically measuring the motion of the molecules, the average temperature. So if you'll notice, the slower one here has, let me draw this out here. Okay, this is saying a lower temperature than this one. So this one says 20 Celsius. This one says about 5 degrees. Notice the molecules and atoms are moving faster. This one says 40 degrees Celsius, so, and you notice that it's moving faster. So the thermal energy that comes from the motion of tiny particles, and you can also get that by just rubbing your hands back and forth as well. All right. I heated the water on the burners, so I have warm soup. Okay. What has more thermal energy? I was still chilly, so I heated the water to make some hot tea. Okay. So, so when we're talking about heating things up, we raise the temperature and we move the molecules faster, right? So what's interesting is the larger the quantity of your soup versus tea. So the hot tea has more movement, okay, has more energy, but overall, a bigger quantity, warm soup will have more energy just because of the size, the amount of molecules it has in there. All right, so let me go to the next one here and see what we got here. So what is mechanical energy? It's energy of, okay, get out of the way here. All right. All right, energy due to motion, okay, the position. Mechanical energy is kinetic energy, energy of motion, and potential energy, right? So the height talks about your potential energy, right? So mechanical energy is both of those. So potential energy is holding it above using gravity to store the energy. So potential energy is stored energy. And then kinetic energy is motion and the moving of that. And they are combined to cause mechanical energy. All right, so show you can I show that or not? Just a picture. I think this is a picture. So there's mechanical energy can also be energy grouping in objects and working together. So this is mechanical energy. And I don't think I have that in a video, do I? Let me see. Oh, I do. Right, so mechanical energy turns a water wheel, and that conducts electricity. You have a motor that we can do, and then we can turn a fan. Sometimes they can just turn the fan without turning it into electrical. Or you can use steam as well. So, and then radiant energy. Radiant energy is energy that uses electromagnetic waves. So we've got radio waves and we've got microwaves, we have infrared waves, and notice that they get smaller and smaller and smaller. We'll be talking more about light in this in the next few weeks, toward probably in May. But radiant energy is all forms of energy that are in waves. Okay, X-rays and gamma rays. So radiant energy, light energy is used as part of a radiant energy, and these are, we only see the visible part is very small. Gamma rays we can't see, X-rays we can't see, ultraviolet rays. I guess some bees can see ultraviolet rays. We can't. They also can injure our eyes. All right, infrared. We can't see, radar and so forth, but we do see the visible light spectrum, which is in nanometers. So everybody remembers Roy G. Biv, right? Roy G. Biv. And Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, and violet, right? Roy G. Biv. I had my kindergartner grandchild tell me the last year about Roy G. Biv. So it's amazing to give you guys information so early on. And then there's sound energy that's caused by vibrating objects through a string or and again, it's through a medium. So sound can only go through, and we'll have more information on sound energy, can only go through something like a material like air or water or solids. So you don't get that through, you know, they say you can't scream in space because there's no molecules. Early on, there was a lot of matter close together during the Big Bang, and there was sound back 13 billion years ago. But now everything's so far apart and there's empty space in there. It was very hot for sure. All right, so let's do some types of energies here. Let's do this one here. Let's do a quiz question here. Move on here. All right, so what type of energy is music? Is that nuclear, radiant, sound, or thermal? Thanks for getting in there, guys. Isabella, thank you. Maddox, thanks. Serenity, good job. See if there's anybody else I have not said hello to. Caitlin, good to see you. All right. How about you, Jay? Are you in there, Jay? Eli, come on, guys. You guys walked away. We're going to be done in about 4 minutes. Thanks, Anella. How about you, Skylar, Savannah? All right. Yeah, anybody having trouble with their computer, I can understand that. We got 8 out of 23. We got 23 people now. Keegan's here. So we got about a third of the class. And you're right, it is sound energy. Right, so types of energy in proteins stored are chemical bonds. So energy stored in chemical bonds. We talked about this last semester, where chemical bonds store energy. You break the bonds and you can get that energy. We eat things like carbohydrates. I eat a lot of carbohydrates. Tell me not to, but then I put a little fat on that piece of toast, and then wow, that's a lot. It's a lot of energy. So chemical energies can be used. We're using gasoline. We use gasoline for the car. We use oxygen as well. Combine those to make the car move. Chemical energy stored in foods. All right, so let's do this one here. Okay, when we eat, we break down foods into chemical compounds contained in food, releasing energy. What type of energy is in nachos and cheese? And I thought nachos was just chips and cheese. What kind is that? Is that nuclear, thermal, mechanical, or chemical? Thanks, guys, for getting in there. All right. Thanks, Eli. All right. Thanks, Roman. Good to see you. At 8-6 so far. We're going to end here real quick. 2 minutes. We'll be done. We'll continue on with those. So we've got 6 people today. Okay. So that is, for most of you guys, it was chemical, right? You had 3 people say chemical. That's stored in energy in foods. If you remember looking at this, chemical energy stored in foods. So nachos are the food you eat if you like nachos. Some people, I should have said probably pizza. All right. So here is chemical bonds and the chemical compounds, cellulose breaking down and releasing energy. So wood breaking down, so that's sunlight converted the photosynthesis converted the sunlight to power the tree and make it grow, and then we get that energy back in terms of breaking down the wood and releasing it. Okay. What type of energy is formed when chemical bonds are broken? All right, this is our last question for today. What type of energy is formed when chemical bonds are broken? All right, so we've got a few people here. 4 people, 5. All right. 6. Okay. So that was chemical energy. So most of you guys were saying thermal or radiant or light. Okay, so a good idea today is to take a look at getting that vocabulary down, right? There is like I said, there is vocabulary in the notes. If you get a chance, I'll do this one more time here. Let me get this for you guys. I'll escape here. You did not get into the pre-test here, right? You still have time to do that. So I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to work on your assignments for today so that you can bring your grade up before the marking period ends on Thursday. All right, bring those grades up. Here, I'm going to change this here. Okay, so I'm going to open up a big blue button if you have any questions about your grades, right? If you're struggling with something, I can go over things with you guys. Again, it's up to you. I'm not pressuring you into that. You have your choices. So my suggestion to you is to work on your assignments today. So bring your grades up. You can work ahead as well if you are ahead. I noticed at least 3 people in this class that are already done week 9. So that's great. You can work on those assignments over break as well. But remember marking period ends on the 21st. Okay, and then Friday is teacher workday. So I think that maybe by, which is asynchronous. Right, so you've got that. You've got work to do on that. So try working on, if you have grades less than, on the assignments, less than, didn't spell today, less than 15 out of 15, do those over again. Bring your grade up. Okay, bonuses, get those bonuses done by Thursday this week. Bonus 1, that adds 50 extra points to your grade. So I will take some points from those. All right. And then if you can do this, do the vocabulary for energy this week. So, and what's included in this week's energy. What's included this week is that W9, 1 and 2, and 2 are in this semester. I hit the shift B. 1 and 2 are in this semester. So get those done by Thursday. Okay. All right. I'll get you guys that Big Blue Button link. If you have any questions, let me know.